Our boat survived the storm, some of us did not. Our fishing trip was supposed to be a relaxing break from our routines. We left the dock early, a group of friends ready for a weekend on the water. The weather was perfect, the sea calm. It seemed like the ideal start. As the sun set, we were far out at sea. That's when we noticed the storm clouds forming on the horizon. We tried to head back, but the storm moved faster than expected. The wind picked up, the waves grew larger, and soon, we were in the middle of a violent tempest. Our boat, though sturdy, was no match for the fury of the storm. Waves crashed over the sides, and the wind howled like a living thing. We clung to anything we could, praying the boat would hold together. Then, in the middle of the chaos, we saw something impossible. A ship, much older and larger than ours, appeared out of nowhere, illuminated by flashes of lightning. It looked like something out of a different era. A ghost ship. It sailed right towards us, and then it was gone. The storm finally passed, leaving us in eerie silence. Our boat had survived, but we were shaken. We gathered in the cabin, trying to make sense of what we'd seen. Some of us thought it was a hallucination, a trick of the light and our terrified minds. Others weren't so sure. The next day, we tried to radio for help, but our equipment was damaged. We were stranded, but at least the weather had calmed. We started repairs, hoping to make it back to shore on our own. As we worked, strange things began to happen. Tools went missing, and we'd hear footsteps on deck when no one was there. One night, we heard voices, whispering in a language none of us recognized. Tensions rose as fear set in. One morning, we found one of our crew members missing. His bunk was empty, his belongings untouched. We searched the entire boat, but he was gone. It was as if he'd vanished into thin air. We couldn't shake the feeling that the ghost ship had something to do with it. We decided to keep watch in shifts, but it didn't help. More of us disappeared, one by one, always at night. We never saw or heard anything. They'd just be gone by morning. Desperation set in. We barely slept, haunted by the fear of being next. Our boat felt like a coffin, drifting aimlessly on the open sea. We didn't talk about the ghost ship anymore. We didn't need to. Its presence was always with us. In the end, there were only 2 of us left. We had no choice but to abandon the boat. We took the lifeboat, hoping to find land or be rescued. We never spoke about the others or the ship we saw in the storm. We just rowed, praying for salvation. We were picked up by a passing freighter after days adrift. We told our story, but no one believed us. They chalked it up to stress and fear, the hallucinations of men pushed to their limits. But I know what I saw. We all did, and even now, safe on land, I can't escape the memory of that ghost ship, sailing through the storm, taking my friends one by one.